Arc City Angels, that was a fantastic performance. Thank you so much for playing today on Advocate Sessions.
Thank you very much, Chris. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us here.
First off, you guys came in second place at the Valley Music Showcase. Could you tell the people watching online or at their home what that experience was like playing the music showcase?
Well, first and foremost, the guy who is in charge of that, Mark Sherry, is an awesome dude. So any of the other bands that are watching this, make sure you guys hit him up and get involved. Great for the scene. More importantly, I guess you asked about the experience. The experience was, can't really think of the adjective because it's kind of hard to put into place, but essentially, we had a blast. Like, I could not have thought of a better way to spend my Friday evening. Being like a cover musician that generally goes and makes money doing stuff, to actually go out and play my own stuff, that's
Basically, it was like the best way to meet all the other local artists that are doing the thing that we're trying to do, and we're all trying to do it together. And that was the coolest part. I mean,
I feel like we made some friends there. I mean, we had a lot of fun.
yeah, and they were all super talented, and it ends up being more of an enjoyment factor than anything, because then you're just up there and you're like, okay, well, I did my part and I loved it, but oh man, the band after me was so great. Like, dude, I can't express it out. Like today was like a great experience as well, because I mean, we've got these great talented artists all over the place that we just get to be enraptured by their talent, and we are sucked in because they start producing it and they start singing, and all you do is just go, I can't not look away.
I can't even, yeah.
I can't look away. I can't even stop listening.
there's that word, enraptured.
Enraptured.
I loved it, man.
It's like I put my phone
There
away.
it
That's
is.
the hardest part. If you can get your fans to like be interested and put their phone away and just be like, dude, I just saw this greatest band I've ever seen, and it was at this local function that supports the local scene and the music.
Needless to say, we're enamored with the experience. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you guys have been a band for more than 10 years now. How did you guys start Arc City Angels?
Well,
A long time ago.
a long time ago. So, essentially, we've gone through quite a different bunch of lineup changes. We originally started off as a 4-piece band. We had a frontman, and the only consistent members of that band were him and I. And essentially, the original singer, Jeremy, and I were really still close and really great friends. We met in high school, and it kind of started from bringing my guitar to school and wanting to jam with people and not knowing any musicians. And I would walk down to the choral room and I see some dude playing piano. I'm like, dude, you want to jam? And they're like, I don't know how to jam. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's go jam. And finding drum sets and in the closets at Holyoke High. The only year I actually went there, and just creating this little jam session. And as that happened over the course of that time, Jeremy ended up working at Six Flags, met Ben and dragged him in, and we had our drummer
performing there, and I was
our drummer Terrence, and
I was looking for any kind of performance thing other than working at Six Flags, because I love Six Flags. But then I met Dan and Jeremy, and I was like, dude, all right, I want to be in a rock band. So as soon as I met them, I was like, dude, rock band success. I'm in a rock band now. And then I was like, crap, now I have to learn how to play my bass better. And so then for 10 long years of Daniel being a guitar instructor and teacher and mentor to a lot of people around the area, we just stuck around, kept playing and kept writing music, and we're like, dude, let's write something that doesn't make sense at all. They're like, what do you mean? It's 9/13 of some time signature that we're gonna do something wild in.
Yeah, Love's Touch is in 13, so that's a little bit of an awkward time signature. But we feel that I kind of came in just short of 2 years ago, so I'm fairly new. But I feel like I've settled in all right. I heard all about their entire lengthy story about how the band formed and changed and developed, and I've always been influenced by heavy stuff, very heavy metal. My first band was a death metal band when I was 16 and everything. I got a lot of experience in cover bands and doing rock and jazz and blues and whatever. So I joined these guys, and we started like exploring like just more interesting stuff. He had these riffs that he already had put together, and we finished up some of the older songs, and then already started writing some new stuff. And like that's how we came from there to sort of where we are now, basically.
Yeah, I guess like more so than not, like Arc City Angel started when we were in high school and he was in college, and then it just constantly over this course of 10 years, like the overall goal has always been to just write songs that we wanted to write and just write. There's no balance. Rock and roll is like literally this broad stroke. It should be this broad brush that can be touched upon many different influences. So every one of our releases are slightly different than the others, but they all have like the same pop sensibility behind them.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you guys have a lot of influences. Could you talk about that?
Sure. Well, one of my biggest influences is like Van Halen. Van Halen. I like a lot of. I don't know. I like 3 Days Grace. I like a lot of jazz. I like a lot of classical music. I'm very versatile as a musician, and I like to pull from everywhere. I'm also a songwriter, singer-songwriter myself, so I like a lot of like the singer-songwriter stuff. Some of the stuff that like Riley was singing, I was like, yeah, I like that because I'm like, yeah, like this guy like thinks like I do. I love it, like, you know.
We were in a coffee shop, and one of your first songs was you on an acoustic guitar, and then people were like, oh my God, I love you so much.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Influences just come from everywhere. They come from every which way they can, and
it's a really wide mix, honestly. Like, I pull from all genres that I've been exposed to, you know, and we try to keep the middle, like, backbone of the music, like pretty rock, pretty pop, but like we like to branch out and just explore whenever we can.
Yeah.
But still remaining in the confinements of our.
We could name off
Sounds,
100 bands each, so, you know.
Or sound.
Yeah.
Well, we try to focus on like getting a good hook and like.
Yeah, we focus on songwriting more than
we
anything.
Get a
I
cool
guess.
chorus line, and then there's got to be some sort of harmony backups to support that, because we are just 3 pieces, and without keyboards or synthesizers, we have to use vocals to supplement that sound. So we're always like, okay, damn, we don't have a keyboard player. Can you sing that? Do an ooh, do an ah, all the way throughout this whole chorus. And it ends up being like a really good, catchy chorus that people like, and it supports the sound of the melody that Dan usually overlays, so.
Do you guys have any projects you're working on? New album or?
We have several projects going on at once, I guess. Like, I'm literally like, no, why? So I just got back from LA. I went to the ASCAP Expo, and I got a really great like lay of the music industry land, if you will, and we've decided to start putting a little bit more backbone into the DIY thing going on. So this last week we launched a YouTube channel, started focusing on doing some covers, like acoustic covers, and maybe doing acoustic versions of our songs. That's one thing that we're doing. The other thing that we're working on right now, we released a EP last year, like a soft release. We're working towards getting that out onto all the streaming services.
The internet.
The internet. And working on the music video for the next, the interwebs, thing. Getting the music videos ready for that, and all the while getting ready to book our next recording session over at Northfire to work on our next EP, which has the songs like Love's Touch and Machine on them, and we're really super stoked about that. We really kind of just want to go in,
Do you guys have any shows coming up? August, September?
Yeah, well, August and September. Well, we have a show coming up this Friday, but I don't think this is going to be out there by then. Maybe not.
No, early August. This will be released.
Early August. So we got. You know what we're involved in? There's going to be a rock festival going on at the Holyoke Waterfront Tavern. It's all original music, and it's a bunch of like rock artists from the area. So we're going to be involved in that, and that's happening August. Somebody pull out the phone.
Yeah.
Consult the old
Consult.
glass screen computer.
It's more
in
like
the
a
hand.
It's more like a dummy screen.
Yeah. We do have arccityangels.com,
August 12th.
August 12th.
August 12th.
Yeah, you
And
guys. You heard the man.
People can go on to arccityangels.com. We have our shows updated there. We have the events on the Facebook page also. So you can go over there and click interested.
Interested or subscribe.
Yeah.
Or the bell.
You mean the bell at YouTube? Outside everything to do. Whatever.
Arc City Angels, thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Tell people.
All right.